Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing alright. I myself am doing pretty okay. Oh, whoopsie, wrong character. Today we're going to be doing Tainted Lilith again. Because Tainted Lost has me feeling some type of way. Sure. Sure, man. Anyways, might be thinking, Tony, what's good with you, man? Honestly, I don't know if you can tell, I'm mad tired. Like, I'm mad tired. Today's Saturday, nice and lovely Saturday, dude. God almighty. One of my favorite days of the entire week. It's so nice, it's so chill. Nothing happens. And Memorial Day is coming up this Monday, so I get to relax. So honestly, today I'm chilling. I'm tired. I was out the whole day doing some one, went to go get some food with my friends, but two, I was actually building my friend's PC. Finally, after how long? We got all the parts and we decided, fuck it, let's build his PC today after we go get food. It was a jolly old time getting food, and building his PC was also a very jolly old time. I will say, took a bit longer than I was hoping, but I mean, all in all, very fun, very enjoyable. Now, I will also say, I was out a lot longer today than I kind of wanted to be, so I'm very tired. I want to go to bed soon, but I haven't recorded Isaac yet. So I decided, let's just, you know, let's just record Isaac. Let's do an Isaac run. I have to do it. I gotta do it, you know? So like, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I apologize if I sound mad tired or something. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. Let's see, honestly, I got something. Let me talk about how nice and beautiful it is to be asleep. Bro, I cannot wait, man. It's freaking Saturday. I need this day off, bro. You know, you guys ever feel that way? Any working individuals feel that way, where it's like you just kind of have a long time, no day off, you know what I mean? Working long hours, working multiple weeks back to back to back. And you're just like, man, I'm fucking tired, bro. You feel me? Like, I am mad tired. I'm low-key just trying to... What's the word I like enough? Like, I'm just trying to, like, get this shit over with. You feel me? You know? Like, I'm mad tired, bro. After all the work and stuff, when I'm just like, man, just... one day off. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad that Memorial Day is frickin' Monday, dude. Because I get to relax. I get to chill out for the first time in a while. I don't know. I do think I not really. I wouldn't say I chilled out, because I did have a day off earlier in the month, but that's because I had to go pick up my parents. So like, I had to like wake up mad early and drive all the way to, you know, it was awful. I'm gonna be real, bro. I hate driving to the fucking airport, man. That shit sucks. I'm already mad slow. I shouldn't. Oh, nice. It's by you. I think we're good there. Can't. Damn it. But yeah, I'm mad tired, brother. Honestly. And unfortunately, my last quote-unquote day off, I didn't really get to enjoy as like a full day off. So like this upcoming day, bro, you best believe I'm about to enjoy this. I'm about to enjoy the hell out of this, brother. You didn't feel me? Anyways, I guess besides me speaking on how tired I am and, you know, enjoying my day off. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm freaking just, I don't know, not upset or anything. I think I am just tired and like kind of socially drained or whatever. That's just what happens when you go out and, you know, speak to friends and stuff like that. Although I will say, we went to get some Korean barbecue today. Very good. Very solid. I enjoy Korean barbecue a lot. I will say though, I'm gonna be real. I mean, no disrespect by this statement. I think Korean barbecue is like maybe slightly overrated. I'm gonna keep it a stack, you know? I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. I think Korean barbecue is like slightly, maybe a bit overrated. Like I will say it is good, but it is not that. It's fun. It's a good experience. That's definitely the case. Eating Korean barbecue with friends, to me, that's a fucking fun ass experience. Also, what's up with me losing all my hearts in like 2 seconds? What's up with that? You know? I don't appreciate that. It's a fun experience, but like if like Tony, why do you think Korean barbecue is slightly overrated? You know, what do? Honestly, I think the one part that I fuck with Korean barbecue heavy. I got an itch on my nose. I think Korean barbecue's fun. It's got good food. You know, grilling the meat yourself, I will say. It's an aspect that I thoroughly enjoy about it. However, I got one issue with Korean barbecue, kind of. And that is almost any meat you order, bro, is like zero seasoning. You know what I mean? Tony, what are you done? Zero seasoning. Brother, I'm being so real when I say this. The only meat that I've ever had from Korean barbecue that was like well seasoned and that shit was delicious was like, it was, what's it called? The bulgogi. You know, I will say, bulgogi, that shit is delicious. If you have not managed, if you've gone your whole life so far, you have not managed to had some Korean barbecue bulgogi, you know, that beef bulgogi, it is so freaking delicious, man. Like honestly, no words other than it is so good. But I mean, besides that though, you know, if I'm gonna be honest, besides that though, ain't really, I think, much else that sticks out as like, wow, when you try this, it's so good. And you know what's really funny? Nah, hold on, I'll explain this later. I will say, like, the brisket, oh, the brisket's mad good. But I'm gonna be real, after you eat like your second plate of brisket, you know, you and your friends, everyone's ordering a brisket. After we eat like our second plate, I'm gonna be real, man. I'm like, all right, this was good. This was very solid. I enjoy this greatly, but like it's just beef flavor. You know what I mean? Like no seasonings. It's not slow cooked the way that like, oh my God, that Texas barbecue, bro. The way they be smoking that brisket, that's a level of beauty other people like should strive to make their brisket. But you know, it's not like it's that Texas barbecue style brisket, you know. It's just small thin ass cuts of brisket that you put on the little grill there, on the little BBQ. And I'll be real with you, man, after a few plates, I'm just like, all right, wow, that was good. You know, that was very good. I'm very hungry, however. Like, one, let's switch it up. but also like I'm starting to get used to this brisket flavor. I need something to change. And the bulgogi is the only thing that can like stand that out. Cause I'm gonna be real. Maybe we just ordered too much food, but like I had the pork belly, dude. Pork belly, fire, mad good, goated. But then I remember having it and kind of being like, all right, yeah, this pork belly's pretty solid. It's very good. However, like, I'm gonna be real. After eating so much brisket or whatever, and eating like 2 little like slices of pork belly, I'm like, all right. Not I've had my fill of pork belly, you know, but it's like I get the gist. I get the gist, brother, of the taste. I don't know. I don't want to seem like I'm complaining because I went with my friends and there was a great time. It was very fun. Although I will say it's Tony's antisocialness kicking in. But when we went, it was a group of 13. It was a group of 13, like what we could tell were like fresh out of high school, pretty much kind of like teenagers. Like I'm talking like, you know, like newly turned 18, 19-year-old kind of peeps. It was a group of 13 kids. And I'll be real, bro. We were unfortunately seated right next to them. And I don't hate kids. You know, I've made this known. I don't necessarily hate kids, but I do hate obnoxious people. And almost every single person in that 13 kids group was mad obnoxious. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I was low-key like, I was like, damn, bro. You know, we really had to sit next to all these kids. It got to a point where it was kind of crazy. One, I'm not like the back in my day or whatever kind of person, but like, I'm not even joking. We were just kind of like chilling, eating our Korean barbecue, grilling the shit up. And then a whole bunch of kids, you know, the kids, a whole bunch of them, like get up and start like hovering around one big table. It was a group so large that they essentially were split up between like 2 tables, one large one, one medium one. And like the medium table, the entire group of them just got up and started hovering like around the large table, like not sitting down or anything, mind you. Like they were kind of just standing up in the restaurant, just like hovering around the zone or whatever. And I was like, you know, like wow, you're kind of like, one, you're like kind of crowding up this like small area, you know, kind of a dick move. But I'm not walking. I don't really give a fuck. You know, it's at worst, it's a minor inconvenience for the worker trying to like refresh the grill. You know what I mean? But like, you know, then they started like the restaurant had music playing, and they started playing some music of their own, and I was like, I mean, really, bro? You know, really? That's a little crazy. Am I tweaking? You know? I don't know, bro. It's just a little obnoxious to kind of like feel like, what are these kids doing, bro? You feel me? Anyways, that aside, I just decided, you know, I was just like, you know what? I don't really care. I'm tuning them out. It was, you know, more so I could tell that everyone else at the table was like getting kind of annoyed and fed up with the kids. And I was like, I just hope they leave soon. They did, thankfully. But like, regardless, you know, it's like a bit of an annoying experience. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, this shit kind of sucks. Hey, this shit kind of sucks experience. But I guess besides that though, it was fine. You know, Korean barbecue is great. We tried like this. Not we. I shouldn't say we, because I'm gonna keep it a stack. I am gonna try my hardest to separate myself from this. But my friend saw on the menu, he was like, ooh, let's try this this like spicy like squid or whatever. It was some squid dish. And it was just literally the people came over and they just, you know, the way they serve you like the brisket, or I don't know if you guys don't know Korean barbecue, but like usually they'll serve you a plate that you grill up on your own, and the plate has like your choice of meat that you selected. It was a plate of this squid that like they ordered, and I'm gonna be real, bro, it looked heinous. Looking at it, I was like, I am so glad I have already preemptively decided I am not eating this shit, because that looks disgusting, brother. No offense to the restaurant or anything like that, but I saw that shit and I was like, this looks vile. One, I'm not eating this little octopus, because it looked like a whole bunch of, you ever seen balut? Anyone seen balut before? I've never tried it, but I've seen an image of it. It's essentially like duck egg that, or not duck, it's like some egg that still has the like chick like slightly grown inside, you know what I mean? It looked like it was just like the half-developed chick embryos from balut into a plate of like this red spicy flavoring, and I was like, that shit looks disgusting. I'm not eating that. And then it only got worse. And then my friends started to, my bad, I had to clear my throat. And then my friends started to like put it on the grill. They started to throw that shit down on the grill, and oh my god, it got worse. Oh my god, it just got worse, bro. It went from being a, like, you know, what looked like a half-developed chicken embryo that was just dumped on the freaking, what's it called? It ended up going from that to like, you put the shit on the ground, you put the shit on the grill, it was just real ass squid. Like, it was just little baby squids, like a squid, tentacles and all, and head and all, that you could fit in between like your fingers, you know, like you could hold it in the palm of your hand. And I'm gonna be real, I saw it, and when they were throwing them on the grill, they were like actively like cooking, you know, like I could see the what's it called, not the grill, but I could see like the octopus, the little squid, whatever, I could see it like curling up slightly because of the fact that it was like being grilled or whatever, you know. And I remember seeing that and I was like, there is something, I know that I eat meat, you know, I'm a carnivore kind of person, I eat meat, I'm not against it, I find myself eating meat for almost every meal, and honestly I find it hard to imagine myself not eating meat. But I just remember seeing my friends like cook up this octopus, and I was just staring, and I was like, there is something barbaric about this that I am not vibing with. I'm gonna be real, I was like, this is rubbing me the wrong way in all the bad ways, you know what I mean? I was like, I cannot stand to watch this. So I just decided, like, you know what, I said fuck it, that's all y'all, you know, I'm sitting this round out, I'm sitting this round of KBBQ out, because I am not eating that shit, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I was not eating that. I don't give a fuck how good it is, how goated of a delicacy that is in some other fucking country or whatever. I am Steve, sorry. I can't go the other one because if I get Ipecac, I'm going to blow myself up. That's why I did that. You might be thinking, Tony, I feel like Ipecac was the better move. Maybe, but I am not trying to kill myself, you feel me? I just got perfection, brother. Die. Instead, I'll just have my little punching bag just kind of roam around, you know, he'll be fine. But, yeah, I mean, brother, I'm gonna be real with you. It was vile. It was vile to watch. I felt not ill, but I was like, I cannot participate in the eating of this squid. I sat out that round. But next round, freaking threw the pork belly on the stove, and I had like one slice of pork belly. I was like, man, this is good. I had me another slice of pork belly. I was like, it's still good, but I mean, you know. And then I had myself a third slice of pork belly, and I was like, get this shit away from me, man. I need some variety of the flavor. I can't just be eating this, not raw pork, but I just can't be eating this fucking pork flavor, bro. I need like something savory. And then the beef Bulgogi came to the rescue. That shit, oh, so fire, brother. God, that shit's crack. Anyways, besides that though, yeah, I'm gonna be real. I just think Korean barbecues may be slightly overrated. Maybe I've gone to 3 different Korean barbecues. Maybe I'm just gone to the wrong 3 ones. But it kind of just seems like it's all the same in that aspect, where you just essentially order a whole bunch of meat, 90% of it unseasoned meat, and then you grill it up on the little grill, and then at the end you're like, wow, that was fun, you know? Because I'm not against paying for an experience, I guess, you feel me? You know? You could be like, Tony, 90% of eating Korean barbecue is the experience of eating Korean barbecue. And I'll be like, I guess, you know, like if you want to, like, in a philosophical way or whatever, like speak on it like that, I guess it is. But I'm gonna keep it real, you know, I'm like, yeah, I guess you could say like 90% of the fun of going to Korean barbecue is like eating the experience, you know, grilling up your own food. Honestly, I'm gonna be real, especially with the all-you-can-eat aspect part of it, it just kind of seems like you end up paying a lot of money to eat about as much food as they think you'll probably eat. And you do the work yourself, you know what I mean? Like, you cook the shit yourself. You do 90% of the work. They just supply you with the meat, brother. And if you're like, oh, that meat was trash. Oh, you grilled it, motherfucker. You know, you were the one that messed up the meat. That's on you. And it's like, oh, you got me there. You know, you got me there, brother. And it's like, no, I'm onto your tricks. I'm onto your tricks, Korean barbecue. Count your days. You've got most of the American population fooled, but you don't got me, you know? I know what you're up to. I know your secrets. But I guess besides that, though, you know, it was a fun day. Not even besides that. Even with that, it was a fun day. Although I will say, just tired. Woke up early. Went to bed late, woke up early. Don't know why. I made the most of it. I worked out this morning. So I'm feeling good, honestly. I mean, besides my legs are, oh my God. I remember, bro, my legs were killing me by the end of the workout. I'm trying my best to get my proper form in for like Romanian deadlifts with dumbbells, because I've said this before, from what I've heard, all you need to make the best workout like at home, you just need a bench and you need some weights. I got myself some adjustable weights, and I have myself a bench coming in tomorrow. I am feeling so good about it. Honestly, I don't think I've ever felt happier to be, what's the word I'm thinking of? You know what I mean? I've never felt happier to be like, oh, I can't wait to like, I guess fix my health, you know? I can't wait to work out, man, you know? I feel like I haven't worked out in a bit pre getting my weights and stuff. I feel like I haven't worked out in a bit. You know, I've been feeling a little, what's the word I'm thinking of? A little, not weak, pudgy, I guess, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, my muscles ain't what they used to be. They're soft now. So I'm like, you know, I gotta build it back up. And honestly, it's been a minute since I went to the gym. I'm starting to re-work out again though. From what I know, muscle memory should hopefully come in and save my ass. Although I don't really have much muscle memory from hitting dumbbells. It's mainly all from machines. But granted, you know, I think I don't know if I'll be fine. But, you know, life will go on. We'll see. I should hopefully start to develop some muscles soon, because I'm gonna be real, like, I think at my best I lost something like, I was down like 14 pounds in like a month and a half or whatever. I was working out almost every single day. I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I wasn't built, but I was kind of strong, you know what I mean? I was essentially going to the gym 5 to 6 times a week, bro, you know? Like, I was constantly at the gym. I was trying to get those gains in. I was trying to get shit handled. And I think I was doing really good. That's good enough. I'll be honest, I think I was doing really good when I was going to the gym, like, very consistently. I think I was doing like very, very good. I was very consistent, working out, progressive overload, hypertrophy, you know, Tony's saying all the buzzwords. But I'm being for real, like, you know, like, I was tapped in with that shit, bro. I knew all about hypertrophy. I was, you know, I was stressing the eccentric on my workouts and stuff like that. Any other people like workout pilled like that? I hope so. You know, honestly, I feel like not many people I know in my life are not necessarily very workout pilled. I feel like there are definitely people I know who like do work out, but I feel like they're not tapped in at the level that, like, I guess I am to it. You know what I mean? Where like I'm very like min-maxy kind of, I like science-based sort of deal. I like Jeff Nippard. That's my goat. You know what I mean? Jeff Nippard is my goat. I don't take every single word he says as gospel, but just thinking of, you know, being able to work out, be natural, just work out, get in good shape, and minimize risk of injury while also trying to get the most gains for the least amount of work sort of deal. You know, min-maxing my gym progress. It's very fun in a weird twisted fate sort of way, but like it's very fun. You feel me? And not only, I'm gonna be real, not only is it like very fun to like do that, but like I was saying, I just don't feel like many other people I know, I guess, are kind of tapped in on that aspect of like min-maxing their workouts, you know, doing this, doing that. I don't feel like I can talk to someone at least close to me sort of deal, you know what I mean? Or I can talk to them about these things like hypertrophy, and you know, you gotta like stress the eccentric so you can get like the stretched part sort of deal, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm sounding insane, but it's funny is I feel like I sound insane, but I also like I know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I like talking gym science. I think gym science is really fucking cool. And I like talking gym science. I think that is really, really freaking cool. I think we have just achieved what they call a one-room break. Or a one-item break. I'd be thinking, Tony, what is this one-item break? If we make it to a negative area, if we make it to the negative, you'll see. You know what's weird? I saw a video where this guy was killing Hush, but it wasn't Hush, it was just Blue Baby. And when he killed Blue Baby, it just ended like the fight. I don't think it was modded, but I was like, why the hell is he fighting Blue Baby, bro? You know what I mean? What's up with that? Someone have the answer to this? I'm scared. But you just, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's no one I really know too much where I can talk about like fitness science, you know? That stuff is really cool to me. Especially when I get to see the gains on myself. Oh my god, it feels great. So I'm trying to lock in on this Hush fight. I don't want to have to deal with any BS, so I'm just trying to do this now, you know? You understand? I hope you guys can understand why I'm silent. Or why I'm tired. But I mean, yeah, it's fun, dude. It's fun. Honestly, I know a lot of people might see the gym as like a necessary evil sort of deal. Or I'm gonna be real. Sometimes even I see it like that. Sometimes I don't want to work out, you know, but I'm like, I have to. One, this is for the betterment of my health. I'm gonna be a better, healthier person for doing this. And then two, I like, it's weird. It's like, one part of me is like, man, I don't want to do this. It sucks. Thinking about going to the gym sucks. Thinking about working out sucks. I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be sore. I don't like this. And then I start working out and like, I feel good. You know what I mean? I feel, honestly, not even good. I feel great about myself. Where I'm like, I'm glad I did this. You feel me? Soul of Lilith, yes. We got negative. Hey, I mean, you picking up what I'm putting down? All right, let's try this one room break, they call it. So, in case you are unaware, the D1, I think this is, or D10, D7, it allows you, let's check, D7. It restarts a room and respawns all enemies, and it can be used to essentially farm rewards from a room clear. It costs one charge, you know? It costs one use, and if I use it, look at this. It costs one use, and if I use it in a big room, I get 2 health back. With AAA battery, I get 3 back, you know? So I just get to bada boom. Just keep putting it here. And I just get to keep playing out this room or whatever, you feel me? And I can, hopefully in chest, I can use this to kind of just farm broken items. In a big room. I just need the big room to be like a not horrible boss. You know? Give me that one room that's like 90 greeds. Then we're talking. Like this room. This room is just a lot of greeds. Just give me this again. And then boom, we just do it again. We can just farm like W's off this guy, I guess you can call it. Let's grab that, I guess. Oh, I don't really got much. Nah, see, because they spawn a lot of stuff. They're spawning a lot of goodies. They're spawning a lot of goodies. I'm actually really enjoying this. Let's continue though. Hello? Hey, my friend booted up Wallpaper Engine. I believe his PC is in working condition now, I hope. I don't know. I hope so. I'll hit him up later. I'll just DM bro, be like, hey, what's good? Struggling to keep my eyes open, man. Fuck. Why am I so tired? Yo, come on, bro. That's cheating. I moved too slow. Your smoke too tough. You can't possibly expect me to go through this. Oh, I did it. Oh my god, what was I even talking about, man? I'm so freaking tired. I'm so mentally cooked. I don't even remember what the hell I was talking to y'all about. You guys believe this man? Boo this man! Sorry, I don't know why I got so like loud when I said that. He kind of real for Tony kind of real for that. He kind of real for that. Boo this man. This room is hell. It's just 4 mega fatties, bro. I'm saying we can get a good like 1 room break. We just need a room that's not the worst thing ever. I got Twisted Pair, I just realized. Isn't that like Incubus and Succubus together or some shit like that? I don't know. I don't know the lore. Someone explain. Someone explain. He's so mentally cooked. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I hear it myself. Like just speaking, like I am not zonked. Yeah, I can do this. 4 Monstros, bro, you know? God's strongest soldier. We'll just redo the room again. Type shit. Let's just do this. Honestly, let's just farm this until we win. I don't see I don't see literally any adverse, like any reason not to. Let's just do it. What was I talking about, man? Fuck. Do you guys remember, please? I don't know, man. Anyways. PC done. Great. Honestly, I like building PCs, but sometimes, I'm gonna be real, sometimes PCs got too much intricacies for me, little bro. I'm gonna be real. Because I just remember I told my friend to get 5 case fans. He got them. Uh-oh, guess what? Big mistake. Turns out one of the case fans doesn't fit as an exhaust at the top. Even though the clearance, like, mathematically speaking, the clearance should be good, but because there's a heatsink on the motherboard, it didn't work. You know what I mean? Because there's a clearance issue with the heatsink on the motherboard, you're kinda SOL, you know what I mean? You're shit out of luck. Not much you can really do. So I'm like, man, that sucks. You feel me? Then, well, essentially we were like, okay, well, we now have a 140mm fan that is like, not useless, but like, I mean, there's not much we can really do about it. What can we do? I decide, hey, perfect idea. 1, Amazon has a good return policy. You can always return them. But your old PC, you're not doing anything with it. Let's harvest the fans from your old PC for parts. But not only did we harvest it for parts, we harvested both. He only had 2 case fans in his old PC. 1 intake, 1 exhaust. So we essentially put 140 millimeter, I was saying mil like milliliter, 140 millimeter at the top as an exhaust. We put another 120 on the top as an exhaust, and then in the back his other 120 from his PC, his old PC. And then on the side, because it's like one of those where like the front panel's glass, so it technically intakes air from the side sort of deal. Oh, I'm so special. It's not targeted against him. It's more so against the case companies, I guess, you know? Aesthetics be damned. I'm a function. Fuck. What's the term? Form over function? Function over form? I prefer my products to be practical, sort of deal. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. I like my products to be practical. I like them to have a purpose, to be fine, nice and dandy. No big issue. Everything will be just okay, sort of deal. You feel me? And so, I don't like the glass front panel because I'm not trying to look in from the front, you know what I mean? I'm trying to look in through either the side panel or just not at all. Honestly, I am the more I grow up, the more I get older, the more I kind of like want to just show people less of everything, you know what I mean? And these YouTube videos are different because like this is a side of me that like I'm like willingly showing y'all one, but also like it's not like I'm putting my entire life out there. I am telling y'all stories and whatnot, you know. But it's like you don't watch this video and you're like, I like, you know, like I get, like I feel like, what's the word I'm thinking of? You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like I'm stupid. I'm not really saying my words right once again. But it's like, if you watch this video, like, you know, you enjoy a funny story, you get to hear me yap about certain things, whatnot. But like, at the end of the day, sort of deal, I'm just a rando. You know what I mean? I don't show y'all, I don't tell y'all about like minor intricacies in some of my life, you know? Certain aspects, that's like a friends only sort of deal, you know? But anyways, like I was saying though, I felt like I've been slightly off track. What was I talking about? He's a moron. What was he talking about last? Where did he get to the discussion of like not saying his whole life? Look, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, brother. I don't remember. All you gotta know is hello, I'm Tony. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, you know, just I get older, and I'm gonna be real. I like showing people less and less about like my interpersonal lives, and it's funny to kind of like gather this sort of info from like, oh, you know, I'm a fan of the sleeper build, I guess. You know what I mean? Whether that be not really in the gym. You know, I will say, I don't necessarily, if there's one goal I have in the gym, it is to just better my health, you know what I mean? I go to the gym to better my health so I can enjoy a nice and fulfilling life or whatever, hopefully long, fulfilling life. Second reason to go to the gym, I guess, besides just health reasons, I guess I just want to look good, you know? How? I'd prefer to look good not necessarily where it's like, I don't know, because the wording on this statement is about to be a little weird. And you're probably gonna be like, Tony, you're a fucking freak. But I want to look nice, I guess, look attractive, whatever, however you want to say it, with, like, I guess, without a shirt on, you know? You know what I mean? Sort of sleeper build, I guess, ideal. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be obvious that, like, if I am ripped, I am ripped. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be obvious. That's what I'm trying to say. Why? I don't know. Because once again, this whole weird issue that I'm having, not issue, but like this recent feeling I'm having of like, I don't want to show people everything. I'm gonna be dead ass with you. I feel the one room break to like farm is really good. If I had perfection, I'd be getting a lot of chests. I feel like I got a lot of nothing. I'll give you a stack. I got a lot of nothing, in my opinion, from that freaking thing, dude. From that Monstro farm I was doing. Got a whole bunch of mid, dare I say. If you spin, that's cheating. Please don't. You think we could beat Delirium if we tried? Am I too tired to try Delirium? I don't see why not. Damn it! I gotta render this video and everything. Why am I doing this to myself? Is he stupid or something? Oh, that's not nice. I don't know, bro. You know, I get, and end of the day, you know, Tony, what are you talking about? Fucking, I don't know, man. One, I've been not going to the gym, but like I have been working out recently in hopes to reignite a nice feeling for like the gym, the workout lifestyle, and hopefully also, you know, increase and better my health, lose some weight, get a little muscle. But also, I guess if you really ask me, Tony, you know what I mean? Tony, deep down, honestly, deep down, I couldn't tell you the truth. I couldn't tell you the ultimate truth deep down. That's like a, like you gotta know me personally, and even then I'm hesitant sort of deal. Like I gotta know your deepest, darkest secret, and we'll trade deep, dark secrets. You know what I mean? That sort of deal. But besides that though, besides Tony hinting at some deeper meaning, ulterior motive, whatever, I'm trying to look good, you know? I'm trying to look good. You know, maybe with the loss of some weight, looks maxing a little bit better, you know what I mean? Without all the cringe aspects of it. And the part that makes it cringe is the fact that someone else is doing it. If I'm doing it, it's not cringe, you feel me? That's the type of mentality y'all need to be having. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I just walked in. I'm still gonna keep my eyes open. Hey, come on, man. That's not right. Why do I have two mantles? What's up with that? Were there two of them? Am I tripping? There were two of them, right? Hey, 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 where do you get all this blood from? What? Oh my god, I did it! Oh my god, I did it! I don't know, man. Tony... never mind. I was gonna say Tony progress update pics, but I haven't shown my face on this channel yet. I'm not planning to anytime soon. Not for like any privacy reasons. I think if you search, you can find me. On like it, like not okay. That sounded crazy. If you like look at semi-related posts or like, you know, stuff like that, you can probably find my Twitch, and I've shown my face on there before. Don't go searching for my fucking socials. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time you're viewing this. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.